Alright, so today I figure I'll show y'all some of what I've been working on and what I'm working on today out here in our vegetable garden. Now's the time to get a lot of stuff planted, and let me just show you what I've been working on the past few weeks. Haven't done too much, but today I got a lot more planned to do and get a lot of tomatoes and some peppers planted as well. Alright, so as you can see, we've got our bed is coming along very well. Back behind here we got our leeks growing, and our onions. We'll thin them out as they get a little bit bigger. I think the dogs actually laid on this area here, so they just now starting to pop up. It's getting a little wilty. It's actually getting quite warm out here. I gotta get some more water out here today. It's supposed to be like over 80 degrees. But you're probably wondering what these are. These, I just planted these in the middle of February, which are 3 tomato plants here. And that's quite early for us to be planting tomato transplants. Our average last day of freeze, I think, is like March 17th. But we actually haven't had any frost or freezes since I planted these out. But let me just show you. This is pretty cool how these work. This is filled up with water in these little crevices. In the daylight, sun heats up. It's kind of like a greenhouse, but it's still able to vent out the top so it's not sealed up. If we peek in here, you can see there is a tomato growing in there. So this will protect it, hopefully, from any freeze or frost that we may come into, since it's still quite early, and they've been doing very well. So I tried something new this year. I haven't had a true test yet to see if these work, because I haven't had any freezing or frost in the morning quite yet. But our lettuces, as you can see, are coming up very well. We'll be harvesting these before these tomatoes ever get big enough. If we come down this side, I did get my asparagus planted. Let me put in the clip here of what it looked like when I got it in the mail here. Alright, so I got my asparagus in the mail, has arrived. Let me show you real quickly. These are roots, asparagus crowns that I ordered from Burgers Seed Company online. If you look, here's the varieties I got. A Millennium Giant Jersey. That's a Mary Washington Purple Asparagus and Jersey Night. So as you can see, we got them here. The Jersey Night. This is a Jersey Giant, and this is the Purple Asparagus Millennium, and these are Mary Washington Asparagus. So let me get out there and get these planted. So I went ahead and planted all this asparagus. I got these tomato things in there for now, just so the dogs won't be digging in my flower bed, because they had some big holes over here the other day digging in the bed. So this is just keep them away from this while these asparagus gets rooted. It'll probably be 3 or 4 years before we actually get to harvest any. But if you see, I actually got some, it's already starting to sprout there. So this is our purple variety. I got several varieties planted, and so I planted them all the way along. Let me back up here. We run all around this area and then down the fence line, and I went all the way down this fence here to about right here. So this is gonna be all like an asparagus forest eventually. So stay tuned to see how that fills in and grows over the years. So let me show you what I'm working on today. Alright, so today I got some more transplants like I had mentioned earlier. We're going to get these planted out, some tomatoes and peppers. I picked up a few strawberries. Let me show you our tower here of strawberries. This is the same strawberry plants that we had planted out last year. This is their 2nd year. And I cleaned up a lot of the dead foliage that was hanging off of it, if you've seen in the previous video. And they are really starting to grow, and even got some blooms on them, which is kind of crazy, but it is quite warm right now. And a few of them did not make it here, but so I may get some runners, or see if I can fill in. Just a couple are missing, So this has done really well through the winter, surprisingly well. These are supposed to be harder for our area, so but I did get a few strawberries here just to fill in a couple of missing spots on that. So our tower is coming along, very nice strawberry tower, and that worked very well last year. I come over here on this gardening area. I did go ahead and plant my potatoes. We usually plant ours around the middle of February, so these have been growing for a little bit now. This is the last bed I really need to get cleaned up. This is my leaf mulch that we shredded up a while back. I saved. I'm going to add this to the top of the bed. I need to get my drip line back in place there, and then come over this way. I've got another load of this pecan mulch. I like this pecan mulch. I've been using this now for the past couple of years, and so that's what I got. If y'all seen that in that other bed, pecan mulch. It's just from the it's a local stuff here because there's a lot of pecan trees, and this is just the shells and holes and everything from the pecans left over from them, and it looks really good and it works very well. So I'm gonna get that added on top of our other bed. So I got the drip line added back in. Kind of did a little zigzag pattern. You can kind of tell where we'll plant our rows of veggies. So I was trying to get a quote, looking around, trying to get a sprinkler, add a zone to this bed, because this drip line goes all around the side to the front of the house, and I really needed this to a different zone because this gets so much more sun compared to the front of the house. But I got a quote for like $1,500 to add one zone, which I thought was a little ridiculous. So I'm going to get some more estimates, and maybe next year, or I may even try to figure out how to do it myself. Add a zone to our sprinkler. This drip line is linked up to our sprinkler system, so I want to be really careful not to tear it up, because it is quite useful. But I don't want to have to move this every year as I'm in the soil and whatnot. But I got that added. Next is I'm going to put the shredded leaves on top, and then our pecan mulch. I want to tell you a little more about this pecan mulch because I think it's becoming more popular over the past few years. Maybe I shouldn't be showing this because maybe I'm inspiring y'all to use this. It's been a little bit harder for me to get this year. I had to call around to the different Living Earth locations because it has been more popular. And once this is depleted, it's not as easily replenished for pecan mulch. Obviously they've got to get it from the pecan farms, etc. But I love this stuff. It doesn't break down as quickly. It's native here to Texas here for us. And I also saw somewhere where people add it to the soil, mix it into the soil for a soil conditioner. But I like it. I like how it looks, and it's a good layer of mulch. And in our neighborhood, there's a lot of pecan trees. Our neighbors got pecan trees everywhere around us. Are pecan trees. These are all pecan trees everywhere here. So we're like in a pecan grove around our house. But this looks great, and it's going to do really good in our vegetable garden. So I'm going to get that added. pecan mulch, pecan shell mulch all added to our garden bed here. I think what I'm going to do this year is plant maybe the tomatoes along the back wall, and then maybe the peppers in front. Then we'll maybe plant some squash, zucchini, maybe a few green beans. I'm not sure what else we'll plant in this bed, and then we'll plant some also in the back in the other bed. As you can see, our potatoes are coming along. Planted those, looking good. We'll dig those up eventually. They'll be in for a little while. And once those potatoes are dug up, then we'll plant something here when time comes, so that'll give us some more room. So there is our second bed ready for planting. Then over here, these are our blackberry plants. They're starting to green up, getting some new leaves on them. So they're slowly starting to grow there. There's another one here as well. And I don't know if I showed y'all or not, but I did find one raspberry plant. Our dogs are kind of digging holes in this flower bed, so I gotta get this protected. But this is, I planted one strawberry plant here. Raspberry, I'm sorry. Raspberry plant. So we'll see how this does. I've never grown raspberries here in North Texas. So blackberries done really well for us. So I'm back here on our backyard flower bed. I forgot to show y'all also this area here along the fence line. We had planted some stuff. It's been a very rainy February for us, so I've been trying to do things in between a lot of rain. Like it's been a record rain in February for us. But I did get 2 blueberry plants, and they're starting to bloom here. I need to take these tags off. But that's the variety there that we went with. So we'll see how those do. So I got 2 blueberry plants. And we got some herbs growing in here that I've planted as well. So they're going to come along hopefully very well. And the main thing I've been working on in February, which y'all probably not that interested in, but I'll show y'all, is this this channel drain. It's our little boy's playground here we have. And this has been washing away all this mulch because our driveway here, all the rain and water and everything is sloped towards me, and it goes down and through and out to the alley. But so it's been washing out a lot of mulch the past year, and so I waited to replace the mulch till I got this channel drain in. So this drain is connected to the gutter here. So we got a gutter, rainwater, anything from the driveway will get caught in this channel drain, and then I got it piped out back to the alley underground here. So hopefully that will help with our drainage issues, because that's some major drainage issues. So that's been a thing I've been working on the past couple of weeks with that. Alright, I got all the plants, transplants planted we just picked up today. If you see, I put my tomato cages. I went ahead and put them around. I put them around peppers and tomatoes, mainly so the dogs don't get in here and start digging around or walking on them. And then also it's an easy way to, if we do have any chance of frost, I can easily come out here with some sheets or whatever and just cover this whole thing with the cages on there. I got to get a few more cages on the other few there, and get this watered in, and we'll be all set. So thanks for watching. Make it a great day.